From an early age, some people feel that they don't belong in the environment around them, as if they're different from everyone else. This sense of disconnection could be a sign that they have been chosen for a special mission. Children who display heightened sensitivity, a precocious sense of responsibility, and experiences that defy logic might be among the chosen ones. These unique signs, present since childhood, reveal their true purpose and preparation for a spiritual journey. In this video, we'll explore how to identify these signs and understand what they mean for the future of these individuals. From the very first breath, some individuals seem to be connected to a higher force, as if they carry a special mission hidden within their being. These chosen ones generally don't fit into common patterns and feel from a young age that something greater is guiding every step of their journey. It's as if life is a large puzzle where the pieces only fit together over time. That's why it's common for them to follow a different path, even without fully understanding it, rejecting the norms and expectations imposed by society. This unique spiritual connection awakens in them a sense of purpose that has yet to be revealed. From childhood, the chosen ones face challenges that test them, shaping their identity and preparing them for a mission that goes beyond earthly ambitions. While others are concerned with everyday distractions, these individuals already feel a subtle call, a silent unease that drives them to seek deeper answers. It's as if their soul whispers that there's a divine purpose waiting to be discovered. They become more observant, introspective, and even solitary as they perceive life with an uncommon depth for their age. However, the true mission of the chosen ones only begins to reveal itself as spiritual maturity is reached. It's during this initial phase of their journey that the signs appear, often disguised as difficulties and trials. This prepares them to become spiritual guides and leaders, someone capable of positively influencing those around them. Every challenge faced is a lesson to strengthen their faith and connection with their own essence. Thus, the chosen ones walk their path, always in search of clarity and understanding about their role in the universe, knowing that every experience is a piece of the grand puzzle that is spiritual awakening. In childhood, the chosen ones display characteristics that set them apart from others, such as a heightened spiritual sensitivity and an insatiable curiosity about existential questions. While other children are easily distracted by games and play, the chosen ones often get lost in deep thoughts and questions that adults struggle to answer. They question the purpose of life, the origin of the soul, and even the meaning of the simplest things, as if they already know there's a hidden truth between the lines. This behavior can sometimes be misunderstood, creating a sense of not fitting in. Moreover, these signs include experiences that go beyond the ordinary, such as recurring dreams with enigmatic symbols, déjà vu sensations, or the ability to perceive emotions almost empathetically. Many chosen ones report the presence of imaginary friends who seem more like spiritual guides than mere creations of an active imagination. These interactions are not the product of a fertile mind, but rather a reflection of their ability to connect with subtle planes of existence. For parents, it may be challenging to understand this behavior, but for the chosen one, it's just the beginning of their journey of self-discovery and spiritual connection. The childhood of the chosen ones is also marked by a sense of responsibility that doesn't match their young age. They feel there's something important to be done, even without knowing exactly what it is. This constant feeling of being destined for something greater drives them to stand out in small ways, like helping others disproportionately for their age or assuming leadership roles without being asked. All of this contributes to their emotional and spiritual development, setting a natural path for recognizing the signs that reveal their purpose. Gradually, this latent awareness begins to manifest more intensely, leading to the next stage of their journey. Many chosen ones have spiritual experiences that seem supernatural from an early age, and these events act as spiritual markers on their journey. They can be subtle occurrences, such as sensing the presence of an invisible force around them, or more intense ones, like visions and premonitions. For them, the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds is thinner, allowing an expanded perception of the universe. A classic example is children who report talking to angels or spirits, or even seeing bright lights during moments of introspection. These experiences, far from being frightening, bring a sense of peace and belonging. These supernatural experiences are often accompanied by a heightened intuition that guides the chosen ones in the decisions they make. They feel an inner voice, a silent guide that steers them away from danger and puts them on the right path. As they grow, this intuition becomes an internal compass, warning them about situations and people with dissonant energy. A practical example would be that gut feeling that arises out of nowhere and, when followed, prevents an incident or creates an unexpected opportunity. It's as if a higher force is already conspiring to ensure their destiny is achieved, providing small directions along the way. These spiritual episodes, no matter how extraordinary they seem, serve the purpose of strengthening the connection to their special mission. Each vision or inexplicable sensation acts as a reminder that they are not alone and that a divine force is supporting them. However, these moments can also generate doubt and confusion, especially during the transition to adolescence, when the rational mind begins to question what the eyes cannot see. At this stage, the chosen ones face a new challenge, reconciling their spiritual experiences with the reality around them, without losing sight of the greater purpose that continues to unfold in their lives. The chosen ones face intense trials and challenges from an early age, as if life is testing their resilience and faith. Childhood and adolescence are marked by events that seem beyond their control, but have a greater purpose of preparation. These can be family difficulties, health problems, or even periods of extreme loneliness. While these trials would be enough to destabilize anyone, the chosen ones develop an inner strength that keeps them standing. It's as if each challenge is a form of spiritual forge, shaping their souls for what lies ahead. These challenges are more than mere obstacles. They are invitations for spiritual growth. They teach the importance of patience, perseverance, and trust in a higher force that guides every step. Imagine a child facing bullying at school for being different, but instead of withdrawing, they find within themselves a core of strength and wisdom that helps them overcome the pain and rejection. These situations awaken hidden potential and help build a solid foundation for adulthood. What may seem like a burden to others becomes fuel for the chosen one's spiritual awakening and fulfillment of their divine purpose. It's during these trials that the chosen ones begin to realize that there is a reason behind everything that happens. It's as if each challenge is a key to unlocking a new understanding of themselves and the world. These moments of difficulty not only strengthen their character, but also sharpen their spiritual connection, making them more receptive to signs and divine guidance. Accepting these challenges as part of their journey brings clarity and helps provide a deeper meaning to life. By overcoming these trials, they become capable of facing adulthood with a renewed sense of identity and purpose, ready for the spiritual awakening that is on the horizon. Spiritual awakening is a turning point in the lives of the chosen ones. It's as if, suddenly, everything starts to make sense, and the pieces of the puzzle begin to fall into place. During this transition, which often occurs in adulthood, they experience a clarity they had never felt before. What once seemed confusing or purposeless now holds a deep meaning. It's common for unexplained coincidences, unexpected encounters, and situations that seem to be directed by an invisible hand to occur during this period, all converging towards a greater understanding of who they truly are and what their special mission is. This awakening is accompanied by a more intense spiritual connection and an expanded perception of the universe around them. They begin to see life with new eyes, realizing that they are co-creators of their own reality. A classic example of this moment is when, while searching for answers to an inner question, they suddenly come across a book, a conversation, or even a video with exactly the message they needed to hear. These events are not random coincidences, but manifestations of synchronicity, revealing that they are on the right path and that their mission is about to unfold more clearly. However, spiritual awakening is not a linear process. it brings with it challenges and moments of uncertainty. It is a phase where old patterns and beliefs are confronted, requiring the courage to let go of what no longer serves and embrace the inner truth. Accepting this new reality is not always easy, as it means leaving behind a part of oneself that is no longer aligned with the divine purpose. But it is precisely by going through this phase that the chosen one emerges with a profound understanding of their purpose and a renewed connection with their higher power, ready to begin living their mission with full awareness and responsibility. In adulthood, the call to fulfill the divine mission becomes undeniable. It's as if an inner voice grows louder, demanding attention and action. At this stage, the chosen ones face situations that force them to make conscious choices aligned with the divine purpose. The clarity that once seemed distant now emerges with full force, guiding every decision and attracting deeper spiritual experiences. They may have vivid dreams, encounters with spiritual mentors, or even a sudden change in interests and careers. All of this is part of the tuning process with the special mission for which they were prepared. The mission in adulthood brings with it the responsibility to become a beacon for others, someone who illuminates the path through their own experiences and wisdom. What once felt like an internal quest now translates into concrete actions in the world. Many chosen ones begin to work in areas such as spiritual healing, divine guidance, or personal development, helping others find their own missions. A practical example is of people who, after going through an existential crisis, discover their calling in holistic therapies or in sharing spiritual knowledge through books, lectures, or digital communication channels. This alignment with the higher purpose does not mean that challenges will disappear, but rather that every experience will be lived with a new perspective and a renewed sense of mission. The inner strength cultivated throughout all the trials allows them to face adversities with confidence and serenity. This is the moment when the chosen one becomes an instrument of something greater, acting intentionally and inspiring everyone around them. Life begins to flow more harmoniously, and each step taken strengthens their connection with the higher power, preparing them to walk a path that few have the courage to follow. The unique path of the chosen ones. The chosen ones walk a path that is often solitary and misunderstood by others. While many seek security and conformity in their decisions, they are drawn to less traveled roads, driven by a higher force that compels them to live in accordance with their divine purpose. By rejecting social conventions and family expectations, they may face resistance and criticism, but the resilience developed throughout their journey keeps them steadfast. A common example is of those who, realizing that their mission doesn't fit into traditional molds of success, decide to leave stable careers to dedicate themselves to spiritual development or humanitarian service. This unique path requires a level of commitment and courage that few possess. It's as if each step is a leap into the unknown, but at the same time filled with trust in the divine guidance that leads them. They don't merely follow their passions, but rather a greater sense of duty, knowing that their actions are aligned with a higher purpose. This reflects in their life choices, from the places they decide to visit to the people they choose to associate with. Every decision is guided by intuition and spiritual connection, and no matter how challenging it may be, the chosen one knows that this is the only path they can take to live in full harmony with their mission. Walking this path also means embracing solitude as an integral part of the process. Many times they may feel like strangers in their own world, misunderstood even by those closest to them. But by accepting this condition, they find an inner strength and clarity that illuminate the road ahead. Solitude transforms into a sanctuary, a space for reflection and growth. In this sanctuary, the chosen one connects even more deeply with their identity and special mission, preparing themselves to take on the responsibility that this journey imposes. The next step is to fully understand and accept the weight and responsibility of being chosen. To be chosen is to carry the responsibility of lighting the way for others. By accepting their true identity and mission, they understand that they are not here just for themselves, but to inspire, guide, and uplift those who cross their paths. This doesn't mean they need to become public leaders or prominent figures. Often, their mission is fulfilled in silent acts, like offering comfort to someone in pain or sharing wisdom in moments of doubt. Being chosen means understanding that their actions, no matter how small, have a profound impact on the collective. Every word spoken, every choice made, is a reflection of their connection to a higher purpose. Accepting this responsibility can feel like a burden, but it's also an unparalleled source of strength. It's natural for moments of doubt and questioning to arise, where the weight of this mission feels overwhelming. However, the divine guidance that has always accompanied them since childhood remains present, offering signs and synchronicities that confirm they are on the right path. A practical example is when, in the midst of uncertainty, an unexpected opportunity arises to help someone facing a similar challenge. In those moments, the chosen one realizes they are not alone, and that a higher force is guiding their actions, proving that everything is part of a greater plan. Being responsible for fulfilling the divine purpose is not just a privilege, but a daily commitment to both personal evolution and that of others. By walking this path with authenticity and faith, the chosen one becomes a mirror for others to see their own light. This requires resilience, patience, and the ability to remain centered, even in the face of adversity. It's a continuous process of learning and refinement, where clarity about the mission deepens with each step taken. Thus, they continue to walk, always attentive to the signs and open to divine guidance, knowing that their journey is more than personal. It's the journey of a purpose that reverberates throughout the universe as a whole. Now that you know the signs of the chosen ones, the big question is, will you accept your role? Being chosen is a commitment to living in alignment with a higher purpose. Do you identify with these characteristics? Don't ignore the signs. What will you do now that you know you have a special mission? Reflecting on this is the first step to changing your life. If you want to deepen your understanding, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Your awakening starts now.